Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Devin Swayze with Sotheby's International Realty here in Marco Island, Florida. Today's video topic is about a very invasive animal species that has become a nuisance to our island, iguanas. Sometimes I forget about valuable topics that are informative to you guys because when I've lived here for so long, it's just become my norm. But we have a huge cold front coming through Florida, and the topic of falling iguanas was brought up. Sounds kind of odd, right? So I had said something to one of my clients and they looked at me like I was nuts. Being that they're new here, they had no idea that when temperatures drop low enough, the iguanas go into a catatonic form. Their muscles kind of become stiff. It's a form of immobility. I'd relate it to hibernation, except it only lasts while the temperatures drop. So this got me thinking it'd probably be helpful if you all had a video to reference to understand iguanas and the problem that they have become in Southwest Florida. So the city of Marco Island tried to implement a program for this iguana removal by having property owners register for the city's iguana removal program. However, it's believed that due to expense, they no longer offer this service. In 2020, the city spent a little more than $23,000 on the program, trapping 741 iguanas. And this number has just continuously grown each year. Homeowners now need to hire out their own extraction services because City of Marco Island no longer offers this program. The interesting word I just used was trapping. Only a couple years ago, the City of Marco Island did not approve the use of pellet guns to help with the population control. They've since changed their tune, now allowing for this invasive species to be killed. As a homeowner, you do have permission to do this on your own. However, if you hire out a third party, there needs to be permission granted. These pesky guys, they are not a native species to Florida. They're believed to have been introduced in the 60s by accidental agricultural transport, perhaps even as abandoned pets. And it's believed that their population is well over 4 million now. Most important is that they are very invasive. They're large, they're typically green, can also be brown. I have seen some rare colors though. There was this really cool red one once. They have rows of spikes on their back. Mature males have that like throat fan, and they can weigh as much as 17 pounds. They get big. They mate in December, and then the females dig holes and burrows, and they lay between 40 and 80 eggs each. And this is where the problem lies. They mass reproduce, and we simply just don't have the resources to exterminate them all. Being that we're an island and a coastal city, it's not great for us that they are really good swimmers. They tolerate both salt and fresh water, and a really interesting fact is that they can stay underwater for up to 4 hours. They cause considerable damage to structures like our seawalls and sidewalks when they dig these burrows. They leave tons of droppings all over our docks and boats and seawalls. What's really sad is that we have several endangered species that do dig burrows here in Marco Island, such as our burrowing owls and our gopher tortoises. They invade their burrows and they take over their shelter where they are laying eggs. The great news is that we do have trappers that hunt them with the use of pellet guns. There's definitely animal activists that have questioned why they are killed and not relocated, and it's a really interesting fact that the state of Florida does not allow for relocation because this species is so invasive, causing millions of dollars in damage. So fun fact, when our temperatures dip to 40 or below, these iguanas go into a catatonic state and they will start falling out of trees and off roofs. This is no joke. The first winter I lived here, we had a cold front and we had frozen iguanas in our bushes and sidewalks. I was totally freaked out thinking we had dead iguanas everywhere. But no, they're not dead. They're just stuck in a motionless phase while these temperatures are cold, but once it warms up, they are back on the move. So this is a great opportunity to remove those unwanted species when we get these fabulous cold fronts that are coming. It is seriously funny when you start watching the news and they start talking about falling iguanas, because let me tell you, this is such a Florida thing. So here on Marco Island, our most popular iguana guy is DJI, Down Goes Iguana. He does live in Marco. The most efficient way for him to work is that you just give him a call when you see one on your property and he'll head on over. So if you are in need of his service, give him a call at 239-344-7706. And as always, guys, I love sharing everything about what it means to live in Marco Island and Naples, Florida. Transitioning from the Midwest to Southwest Florida was a bit of an adventure the first couple years, but always worth it. I'm Devin Swayze, real estate advisor with Sotheby's Realty. If you guys have any questions related to real estate, and life in Southwest Florida, give me a call. I am always happy to help.